Cause the NCPD will not let that go. Got another blackout in Santo Domingo. Netrunners are at it again, poking holes in the power grid. While over in Westbrook, trauma teams scraping cyber psycho victims off the pavement. And in Pacifica, well, Pacifica is still Pacifica. This has been your man, Stan. Join me for another day in our city of dreams.
Howdy, howdy, Night City. Welcome back. My guest tonight is Lieutenant Sarah Kokoski, spokeswoman for the NCPD. Hi there. Welcome to the show.
Hello, Ziggy. Thanks for having me.
I hope you made it to the studio without any issues. No carjackings or drive-bys along the way?
No. Fortunately, the streets of Night City are getting safer every day. We've seen recorded homicides.
They're rolling in my Thorn. You see her?
Really, really hard to miss.
Let's take them by surprise. Let's try to do this quietly. If anything happens, I'll start picking them off. Sound good?
Sounds great.
They will regret this.
Where's the son of a bitch, Buzz? You, wait for him here.
Get good and ready. The show starts now.
Let there be light.
Their last legs!
Grab the car.
Made.
The driver. Fuck. Covering you. We have to pick all of
Colorful
them up.
bunch.
Come on, move it!
Great, let's go!
Let's get them!
You want to get eaten by rats?
Look for the girl with the mohawk.
Colorful bunch.
Or it's a trap.
I've been made.
Fuck.
Say goodbye!
We have to pick all of them up.
No fucking mercy! I'll cut off your arms and your legs and
Look
make
for the
them
girl with the
fucking
mohawk.
puppet.
Colorful bunch.
Or it's a trap. Look around. Nooks and crannies. I'll be inside. Holler when you see them.
Could cut off everything from here, but I can't get in. Locked down.
So who turned it on?
Maybe from up top somehow. I could.
Worth a try.
I'm on him! Come on, Pete!
I'm not, I'm telling you. Think everybody just packed up and set out? Corporal shoved the whole thing under the rug. Business usual.
I've been made.
Fuck. Covering you. Go! We have to pick all of them off now.
No fucking mercy!
Might be impressive. There, I admit it. Ha! Got a hit! Oh yeah! It's a fireworks show. Hell yeah!
Good work. What now? A few shifts till breathe.
Better off not leaving anyone to tell the story.
It's as if you've read my mind. Wait for me in the car. Move. I'll take the wheel. What are you waiting for?
There. Couldn't wait another minute, could you?
At last. And? She's prime wheels, isn't she?
Dreamy indeed. No surprise you wanted her back.
She completes me.
See? Managed just fine without Mitch and Scorpion.
Listen, V, it's not over yet.
It's not? You got the cargo, you got your car.
I did not get Nash, who was not in Rocky Ridge. The fucker didn't show.
So it was about vengeance, the whole time.
The hell you know about me?
Either you're not being straight with me, or you don't know what you want. Hard to say which is
Just
worse.
listen to me, for fuck's sake! I know where their little hidey hole is. We'll take the old unfinished freeway nearby. They will not be expecting us. I'm sure of it. V?
Let's do the deal with 6th Street first. We can talk about Nash later.
Later? When? After he hears all about the show at Rocky Ridge? If we go now, we can still take him by surprise.
You really want to raid the Raffin's den now? Holding the merch you literally just got back.
The cargo will be fine. V, I have to do this. Do you understand?
All right, so where's this hideout?
A hop and skip away. Thanks, V. What Nash did. I placed my trust in him. He was the first person I worked with after leaving the Aldecaldos, after I came to Night City. And I granted him my trust.
I get it. Know how you feel. Had someone betray me just like that once.
And did you make them pay?
Never got the chance. Someone else got to him first.
But if they hadn't, would you have done it?
No doubt. Without skipping a beat.
Let's get this over with. Are you ready?
Let's get him.
Game on!
Jeez, are you trying to make new...
Come on, asshole! You really think I'd let it slide?
Oh yeah!
Shut your fucking mouth!
No one to save you now!
I blame her! I'm gonna rid myself of a bitch like you as fast as I can too!
Oh yeah!
Hello, Rogue.
Pan Am.
What did you say again? Solve your own problems? Clean up your shit? Nash is dead. One shit cleaned. Happy?
And the 6th Street merch?
Nash can't deliver it anymore. But if you ask nicely, I might be able to help you.
Help me? I take my cut up front, honey. But I guess I'm touched. Was actually wondering if you wouldn't forget about Biz while you were out chasing down a vendetta.
Fuck! Hello, Rogue.
Pan Am.
What did you say again? Solve your own problems? Clean up your shit? Nash is dead. One shit cleaned. Happy?
And the 6th Street merch?
Nash can't deliver it anymore. But if you ask nicely, I might be able to help you.
Help me? I take my cut up front, honey. But I guess I'm touched. Was actually wondering if you wouldn't forget about Biz while you were out chasing down a vendetta.
Fuck!
So, feel any better?
Maybe a little. Let's get out of here.
One bitter, cold bitch, that Rogue. Think she might have lost the plot.
Mean to say she used to be sweet and alluring?
Never that. But she's no stranger to the other end of the stick. Think she might need a nice, strong shock.
Hey, boss. Got your cargo. No fast ones. Come on, let's meet. Sunset Motel. I know you're not kidding. I'm certain to be there. Okay, I arranged our meeting. Let's do the deal and start working on Hellman. Agreed?
6th Street not likely to pull anything.
I've driven for them before. Never had them do anything strange. I'm hoping they know what's good for business.
Sunset Motel, what's that?
A safe spot. It's not far from here.
Should be fun.
They're here. Let me do the talking.
Sensing trouble?
No. At least I don't think so. Hey, boss.
Panam! How's Nash? Doesn't seem to be answering his phone.
Don't call him anymore. There's no need.
You got balls, girl. What's this? A bonus of some sort?
Just here to keep you in line.
Ooh, got a little more sass than Nash, do you?
Wait and see.
I like this one.
There. First class merch.
Mm-hmm.
So, everything's in order?
Check your account. Should be pretty plush in a couple minutes.
It's been a pleasure. But I believe Rogue's the one who is to pay me.
You're all right. Think you earned a tip. Let's roll.
That went well. Come on. Let's get a drink.
Raffin's wiped, 6th Street's pleased. Pretty good day for Panam Palmer.
The day's not over yet. You still have a chance to piss me off. Hello, Noah.
Hey. New biz or new friends back there?
Take a wild guess. Is everything good with you? Did those bozos come around again?
Raffins? Nah, it's been quiet. They'll be back, sure enough. This place has seen worse. What can I get you?
Broseph. 2 of them.
So that package for Street, what was it?
You didn't peek? Valoperidol. Drugs for the cyber psychos in our midst.
They trade in them?
Yes. They have deals. With black clinics, rippers.
Well, here's to that thorn of yours.
Thanks for everything, partner. Another one over here. Thanks, Noah.
Cheers. Let me know if you need anything else.
The Aldecaldos. Think he'll ever go back? I mean, not right now, but someday?
I don't rightly know. On the one hand, I don't have anyone outside the clan. Shit, I don't really know any other life.
But on the other?
Without my clan, who am I? Who would I become if I stayed in Night City?
Had to leave my clan, too.
Oh yeah, I remember. Backer family, right?
Mm-hmm. Then I came to Night City. Saw my chance, took it.
And?
And I lost almost everything.
Shit. That's comforting. Let's talk about something else. Anything else.
All right. Time we look to my needs. What's the plan for Hellman?
I've come up with a plan. A first draft. But I need to sleep on it. Work it out. Then we can talk about the details. I think it best to rent rooms here. Just to stay in the area. We'll get to work around midnight. It'll help keep us out of sight. Agreed?
Maybe we rent just one room.
Good idea. Noah has 2 twin beds in every room. We'll save some money.
Not quite what I had in mind.
Just what did you have in mind?
Just, glad to have met you. So I thought...
I'm glad we met too. That could have been a damned tough day. But thanks to you, it all went well.
Maybe... calls for a little celebration?
Sure. We can celebrate. But not today. I'm beat. Noah will need a room. Twin beds. Just for tonight. I'll go catch a few winks. Ugh, I'm starting to feel that stress go away. I'll probably be out as soon as I hit the sack. You had better get some rest, too. This is only the beginning.
That's the plan.
This number is temporarily unavailable. Please leave a message.
Jack, I got no clue where you are. What happened to you? It all got so fucked up. If you're there somewhere... Fuck. Oh, what am I doing? Good night.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, shit! Oh, I can't.
Yes.
What are you carrying?
Firearms. Best in all the Badlands.
Shit!
Fucking
Oh, I can't.
Yeah? What's up in the big world?
Now that I think about it, you don't have NCPD bothering you way out here. No corpo supply inspections either. You got anything unconventional that I wouldn't find in the city?
I'm sure we can find you something.
What are you carrying?
Firearms. Best in all the Badlands.
Oh, I can't.
Yeah?
What
What's
are you
up in the
carrying?
big world? Firearms. Best in all the Badlands.
Now that I think about it, you don't have NCPD bothering you way out here. No corpo supply inspections either. You got anything unconventional that I wouldn't find in the city?
I'm sure we can find you something.
Hey.
Hello. I'm just checking the suspension. The hydraulics have to be ship shape. We're in for a bumpy ride. Did you sleep all right?
Can't complain. Come up with anything? For Hellman, I mean.
As a matter of fact, I did. Look here.
Okay, tell me.
We're the wrench. The cutter is the AV. And the screwdriver is where the AV should bury its nose cone in the dust. Now, you must be wondering how we get the AV to do that.
That old HMG of yours.
My gun will be useful elsewhere. This caliber would barely dent the armor of a heavy hitter like that. There are other ways. Here. The clamps are solution. A Satwave power station.
Why down the AV there, at that exact spot?
Because once it's on the ground, we'll have to locate it and grab your target. As fast as we can. And the terrain there is typical California desert. Flat, dry, and empty. There'll be a big old sitting duck.
Satwave power station?
Yes. We need to break into it.
Mm-hmm. So far, so good. But then what?
And then we strike. We hit the AV with an EMP.
Of course we do.
As soon as the AV is in range, we cause an electromagnetic pulse. The onboard electronics should fail outright.
Meaning what? Engines will shut down?
Everything will shut down. Engines included. Drive, navigation, communication systems.
Aren't you, counting chickens? We can't actually know the AV will fly over the station.
Of course we can, but we don't have to. You'll see. It's bound to be quite a ride, but not one you'll regret. I've got everything planned out. What's gotten into you?
Remember, need Hellman alive, unharmed. Gotta try not to blow the AV to bits, okay?
I know, but I'd say your man had best be buckled in. This idea, if it works, you'll be in for a rough landing.
All right, let's ride.
Great, hop in. It's cold out here.
Who owns this power station? Gov or Corp?
Is there any difference? Who do you think pulls the government's strings?
Hey, I'm just wondering whose toes we're about to step all over.
V, look around. It is simple. Everything you see is owned by a corporation.
And now for something completely different. Weirdest thing you've ever transported. Go. 'Cause me, I had to carry a real Gannic iguana once.
Seriously? A live one?
Yup. Someone put him in a deep sleep, packed him in a cooler. No idea why, but man, I made a shitload off that job. Your turn. Think you can beat that?
The Deputy Finance Director of Calcaz.
Whoa. I'd say it's a tie.
Dead. In the trunk.
Okay, fine, you win. You like to mess with the corpse, huh?
Whatever gave you that idea?
Or wait, scratch that. Rogue, Nash, the Raffens.
You're on thin ice, V.
You just like to mess with everyone.
Well, then I suppose it's a good thing I'm on your side, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
We've almost reached the dam. We'll make a quick stop here. We need to calibrate you with the turret. I want you to be able to use the gun, too. It should up our chances in general. Connect here.
How should I connect? Personal link?
How else? Just watch the jack. Sometimes you have to jig a little bit.
Wired in.
Wait a moment. Diagnostics first. Shit, it keeps giving me an error. Odd. Let me work around it.
And now, Pan Am, here's Johnny. Out in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. Great work, V.
Hey, I think your implant has a virus. The one in the nape of your neck.
I've got a bioprocessor in my head that operates independently of me. Probably why your diagnostics flagged it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But no data will leak out of it through the personal link. Your ride's secure.
Fine. I trust you won't fuck anything up. Okay. Here goes nothing. See that pile of junk? Fire a short burst into it. I'll take care of the calibration. Good. Next target. Single shot. Okay. Just one more. Longer round. Great. We're done, I think. Now that wasn't so bad, was it?
Uh-huh. Just wondering how it'll work with moving targets.
The gun is calibrated. You'll have system support. Just be careful with the recoil. It sometimes knocks things out of balance.
So where's this power station?
You will see in a moment. I know a spot. We'll have a decent view from there. I just want to be sure the area is clear.
Sabotage a Corpo power station. Jump a Corpo transport. Kidnap a Corpo suit.
Is this a plug for the word Corpo, or do you have a point?
Know what? You're starting to remind me of me, 50 years back. Minus the charisma. An impressive cock. Maybe we can just get along.
Could be something to that, I suppose. What happened to us? It must have had some effect.
You're more like me than you think. You'll see.
But it goes both ways. Maybe you're becoming more like me.
Nah, no way.
All looks clear. The area looks deserted. I see no patrols. The huge thing is the collection unit. And see the antennas? Each antenna collects microwave energy from satellites in orbit. That's then converted into electric power.
Huh. Antennas run all the way down the interstate.
Mm-hmm. And they're linked, which is to your advantage. We just need to mess with the collection unit. A chain reaction will follow. Each one of the antennas will emit an EMP burst. The AV will be like a fly headed for a spider's web. We just have to fire off the pulse at the right moment.
Let's go get her.
Once we reach the station, I'll set up a bypass for the detonator. You just overload the systems.
Overload the system? Yes, ma'am. When do I start? Though, hoping that's not too complicated. Is it?
It shouldn't be. You just turn everything up as far as it'll go.
Crank it up to 11. Got it. So what now?
We wait. We should time our arrival to the AV flight.
Got it.
Good. Time to roll.
Done anything like this before?
Downing an AV? By myself? No. Why do you ask?
Thought you would have done something like this with your clan.
No. We did take back one of ours from a convoy once. But this, what we're doing now, the risk is so much greater.
You don't miss it?
What? Jobs like this?
Being in a clan, being part of a family.
I could ask you the same. How do you feel, all on your own?
Hey now. Didn't answer the question.
Because I have no answer to give. Yet. Okay, we'll be there in a moment. One last time. We drive in, fuck up the system, and get the hell out of there. Hold on tight. This could get a little bumpy. Get ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
Drones!
I'll deal with them.
Deal quick before they hit us! Good enough.
Is that all of them?
Mm-hmm. Provided we hurry. Find the controls. I'll connect the detonator. Quick, V.
Ah, shit!
Find the controls.
Come on. Breathe. Ah, shit! Think we might have overdone it, Panam.
You'll survive. Do you see that? All lit up and blinking like a Christmas
Girl, you
tree.
wanted 11. You got 11.
Fuck yeah! Let's get out of here before it lights us up too.
V, get the fuck out before something happens to the
Thanks
chips.
for the tip. You know, I was just about to set up a picnic. Maybe lay out. Work on
I
my
mean
base
it.
tan.
Watch out. The next one might.
Johnny? Johnny?
Fucking hell. Okay, I'm fine. It's okay, just... It's okay, I'm fine, yeah. Just... Delta the fuck out.
Not the cleanest job, perhaps, but it still went well.
What about the detonator? Is it working?
Yes, it's working. And I don't even see a drop in the signal strength. We just need to drive far away enough to keep the pulse from blasting us, too. The cliff there. We'll set up. It should give us a good view of the antennas. And then we wait.
Okay.
Here.
Always wanted to push the big red button on something like this. How do we know when?
Don't worry. I'll have eyes on it. You just wait for my signal, then set off that pulse. They won't know what hit them. And by the way...
What?
We are about to knock a multi-million euro dollar Kang Tao asset clean out of the sky. How does that make you feel?
Blasting shit. Exactly what the doc ordered.
And that's exactly what I like to hear.
Just noticed.
What?
It's quiet. The hum of the city, people's voices, the smells. It's all gone. Wind just intensifies it. Think I forgot quiet exists.
Mm-hmm. Though maybe not the smells. I mean, the coyotes. Rather hard to miss.
Thought that was just the air freshener in your Thornton.
Ha ha. Screw you. You'd do better to focus on the AV. Keep your eyes open. It's there. Coming from Pacifica. All right. Get ready. One more second. One more. Now!
Boom. There she is.
Shit!
What's going
happening?
on? Fuck. Fuck.
Bullseye! Let's get out of here, before it lights us up, too.
V, get the fuck out before something happens to the chip.
Thanks for the tip. You know, I was just about to set up a picnic. Maybe lay out. Work on my base tan.
Watch out. The next one might.
Johnny? Johnny?
Fucking hell. Okay, I'm fine. It's okay, just... It's okay, I'm fine, yeah. Just... Delta the fuck out.
Not the cleanest job, perhaps, but it still went well.
What about the detonator? Is it working?
Yes, it's working. And I don't even see a drop in the signal strength. We just need to drive far away enough to keep the pulse from blasting us, too. The cliff there. We'll set up. It should give us a good view of the antennas. And then we wait.
Okay.
Here.
Always wanted to push the big red button on something like this. How do we know when?
Don't worry. I'll have eyes on it. You just wait for my signal, then set off that pulse. They won't know what hit them. And by the way...
What?
We are about to knock a multi-million euro-dollar Kang Tao asset clean out of the sky. How does that make you feel?
Blasting shit. Exactly what the doc ordered.
And that's exactly what I like to hear.
Just noticed.
What?
It's quiet. The hum of the city, people's voices, the smells. It's all gone. Wind just intensifies it. Think I forgot quiet exists.
Mm-hmm. But maybe not the smells. I mean, the coyotes. Rather hard to miss.
Thought that was just the air freshener in your Thornton.
Ha ha. Screw you. You'd do better to focus on the AV. Keep your eyes open. It's there. Coming from Pacifica. All right. Get ready. One more second. One more. Now!
Boom. There she is.
Shit.
Great. What's
going
on? Great. Just great.
Bullseye!
Pan Am, the engines are still running. Fuck, they're getting away.
They're going nowhere.
We gotta go after it.
Give me a moment.
Pan Am, what are you doing?
That's how you do it!
It's losing altitude.
We got the bastard.
Let's go.
We got it!
No way it stays in the air after a blast like
We
that.
either land or crash.
You catch that? Over. AV, unmarked. Losing out.
Mitch!
There?
Scorpion! What the hell are they
Finishing
doing?
up at the generators. Follow them. On my way in a bit. Battery
Mitch,
should sort
Scorpion,
itself out.
It's Pan Am! Don't go near that AV! I repeat, do not approach the AV!
On the way, or I'll start the party without you.
It's Kang Tao! Wait for me! Or better, get the hell out! They probably want to help the survivors, without knowing it's corporate. They can't hear me! The pulse is interfering. Shit! I have 3 on radar!
Drones?
Yes. Get ready. They're trying to slow us down. We won't let them. We have to reach Mitch and Scorpion.
Pan Am, problem. Not shooting.
Shit! Probably jammed again. I'll fix it. Hold on tight. Going on autopilot. Seized up. Son of a
They're
bitch.
on our tail. Pan Am.
I know! Fucking latches! Don't want to open! Just a second! Fuck!
Pan Am?
It's nothing. I'm fine. Okay, it should work now. For the time being, at least.
Time being's all we need. Saw it! Behind that hill.
Well, one less thing to worry about. Ugh.
Panam, you okay?
Fucking ricochet.
Think you can manage?
Sure. I'll live. Don't worry.
Hey man, where are you? Hello?
Perfect.
Scorpion?
Keep broadcasting over an open channel, just in case they missed you the first time. God, I swear. Something's not right. Did you hear those shots? V, something happened to them.
Let's check it out.
I see the wreck, but no Scorpion. Or Mitch. Looks expired. Fuck it. Ugh. V, connect to the drone. We'll scan the area. We have to get our bearings.
Let's roll. You connecting to visual?
Mm-hmm. V, if they got the Aldecaldos, if they got Mitch and Scorpion, I don't...
I know. Connected. I'm in control.
Oh no, no, no.
I'm sorry. Your clan?
Your computer is about to crash.
Aldecaldos. Yes. They're dead. All of them. Mitch! He's alive! They have them! Oh, no, no.
I'm sorry.
count lottery rounded out to a solid and sturdy 30. 10 out of Haywood, thanks to unabated gang wars. One officer down, so I guess you're all screwed, cause the NCPD will not let that go. Got another blackout in Santo Domingo. Net runners are at it again, poking holes in the power grid.
Howdy, howdy, Night City. Welcome back. My guest tonight is Lieutenant Sarah Kokoski, spokeswoman for the NCPD. Hi there. Welcome to the show.
Hello, Ziggy. Thanks for having me.
I hope you made it to the studio without any issues. No carjackings or drive-bys along the way?
No. Fortunately, the streets of Night City are getting safer every day. We've seen recorded homicides drop from 7,103 a year ago to just...
Hold on. The streets are safe, you said. But what about the highways?
I'm sorry?
You heard about the shooting off the Route 1 exit, I trust. Half an hour before any response team arrived on the scene. Over 700 rounds fired in that time. What happened? Where are the gunmen now?
Well, the NCPD is responsible for the safety and security of all citizens within city limits, but Route 1...
Sarah, sweetheart, don't feed us some NCPD script. Be honest with our viewers. When will they finally be safe? When will they no longer need to carry a concealed weapon for a trip to the mall or to take their kids to play ball in the park?
The NCPD is doing everything it can.
Look at that cop squirm.
Greetings, J-Mods, Scapers, random people. Woke up this morning, July 8th, 2019, to having 3 out of the 5 accounts you'll see in this video banned permanently for macroing without an appeal. I'm going to show you exactly what I've been doing. I don't really feel like I'm cheating, and you know, if in the end they say, oh, well, you're definitely breaking the rules and whatever, then ban all my accounts, please.
The player you just listened to is known as Anti-Men, and he has a lot of experience being falsely banned on RuneScape. His story, along with those from many other multi-loggers that I interviewed for this video, sheds important truth on the current state of Jagex's support system. How, if you're a legitimate player that succumbs to Jagex's imperfect anti-cheating system, the likelihood of you being unbanned is reliant on exposure and community support, rather than being able to go through their official support system, as you can in many other MMOs. I've interviewed 4 players: Samurai PR, Anti-Men, Zortrox, and Jim Shill. But before we get into their stories, I'm going to briefly thank the sponsor of today's video, NordVPN. This is a product that I actually use, and it's a product that has saved my behind before as well. Let me tell you a little story. So if you've been around my channel for a while, you know I interview all sorts of cyber delinquents. And while I was making one of those videos, I was on this sketchy person's website. I noticed in the code that he had an IP logger tracking my IP address in real time. Had I not been on NordVPN, which changed my IP address by redirecting all of my internet traffic through the remote servers, that person would have been able to see the city and country that I'm living in, and worse, he could have executed a denial of service attack against me, dropping my internet offline. But because I was connected through NordVPN, none of that was possible. This guy thought I was connected from the United States when I'm actually Canadian, and if he tried to DDoS that IP address, guess what? It's a NordVPN server and they've got great DDoS protection, so nothing happens. I did a video 3 weeks ago about the big problem that RuneScape players face with respect to being attacked by DDoSers. You can lose items, you can lose your hardcore Iron Man status, I mean the list goes on. But if you've got NordVPN, you don't have to worry about it. And there's a bunch of other use cases too, like they've got unlimited bandwidth. There's 59 different countries you can connect to. If you're in Canada and you want to watch American Netflix, this makes it possible, and vice versa. They've got a great deal right now on 2-year plans. You'll get a month free and a hefty discount. All you have to do is use my custom link in the description or coupon code CRUMB on checkout. It's a wonderful VPN, and that's a wonderful discount. You're paying the price of 2 cups of coffee for each month. You won't find a better deal than that around. So, to this very day, if you go on the 2007 Scape Reddit and post the word Anti-Men, you're vice versa. They've got a great deal right now on 2-year plans. You'll get a month free Anti-Men account. You're paying the price around. So, to this very day, if you go on the 2007 Scape Reddit and post the word Anti-Men, your thread or comment will be automatically hidden because the mods have set it up to be a banned word. On top of that, Anti-Men's own Reddit accounts have been shadow banned, which means nobody sees any of the posts that he makes in the RuneScape subreddit, whilst it's not obvious to him that he's even been banned. We don't have the intent behind the Reddit mods censoring Anti-Men in this way, but we do know that it came after he made a series of posts highlighting his innocence as a player, explaining that his accounts had been falsely banned, and asking Jagex to respond on the situation. See, Anti-Men started playing back in 2015. He's part of a niche community in RuneScape known as multi-loggers. These are people that play on sometimes 5 all the way up to 100 accounts at once. Back in 2015, Anti-Men was playing on just 12 accounts. He played for a couple of years, building his accounts up to the point where he could afford more bonds to create even more accounts to keep multi-logging on. By 2017, he was up to playing a total of 24 accounts at once. He didn't suffer any problems over this period of time. It wasn't until October of 2017 that 7 of Anti-Men's accounts got randomly banned. He tried appealing it through the official support system and they were all automatically declined. He couldn't talk to a person at Jagex. He couldn't even do a write-up about the situation in the ban appeal. Frustrated and desperate, Anti-Men took to Reddit. He made a post explaining his situation, giving proof of his legitimacy, but he didn't get the upvotes. Nobody stood behind him with their pitchforks demanding a response from Jagex, and so his post never made it to the top page. It fizzled among all the other posts. In a last-ditch effort, he took to Twitter, tweeting at JMods, trying to get one of them to personally look into his case. He had no luck. Frustrated, he quit the game for a year. He didn't make a return until September of 2018. At that time, he made 11 new Anti-Men accounts, and within 4 days, 7 out of 11 of those accounts were banned. At this point, he was absolutely certain that what he was doing was not against the rules. This is where his campaign to get a response from a Jagex moderator really started. He created a YouTube channel talking about and documenting his methods of gameplay. He made many posts on Reddit and they started to gain traction. For the first time, a Jagex moderator actually looked at what he was doing and made a comment about it. Check it out, here's what Mod Tyran had to say. What you've shown in this video isn't against the rules and wouldn't warrant a ban to be placed on your account. Regarding your banned accounts, we will review them within the coming days. And sure enough they did, and sure enough Anti-Man got all of those 7 falsely banned accounts reinstated. What Anti-Man didn't know at the time was that this would be the only interaction he would ever have with Jagex where they actually looked at his falsely banned accounts and reinstated them. From here on out, it was only downhill. Shortly after Mod Tyran actually looked into his accounts and unbanned them, he asked him if he could look into the original accounts that he had back in 2017, which were also falsely banned, but he was ignored. Now, despite this, Anti-Man kept playing the game all the way up until April of 2019. What eventually pushed him into permanently quitting the game is when he had 3 of his accounts get banned for training defense at Monks, and then 3 more of his main accounts get banned while he was doing Corporal Beast on them. Of course, no support from Jagex, and by this point Reddit had shadow banned him, presumably so he would stop being able to post that these false bans are happening. One thing about Anti-Man's case is that even though he posted a whole bunch on Reddit, he never got a Jagex mod smackdown. So typically, if somebody posts on Reddit saying that they got falsely banned, but they actually bought it or they deserve the ban in some way, and the thread gets really popular, a Jagex moderator will call them out, say, hey, no, you bought it, you did this, and you deserve that ban. With Anti-Man, they completely ignored the threads. The assumption from this is that, yeah, Anti-Man was legit, he didn't bot, so he was unsmackdownable. So instead of rectifying the situation, Jagex chose to ignore it. That brings up another consideration. Jagex's official statement on their anti-cheating software is that they're able to accurately detect all bots. That is, their software is impeccable, it can't be wrong, and as such, if you get detected as a bot by it, no way that it's a false ban. But what we have actually seen time and time again is that legitimate players do get banned. EVscape got banned on stream, Solo Mission suffered a false ban, Lynx Titan, the first player to ever max on the game, got falsely banned, and in all of those situations, because these players are of high notoriety within the community, they got the special privilege of a JMod looking into their situation and unbanning them manually. It's frustrating, really, and I want to get into more details, but first we're going to take a step back and look at what Zortox, another multi-accounter, had to say. Now, you've probably seen this guy hanging out at World 2 GE, decked out in full purple, surrounded by his alts. Zortrox is
This is a square.
provided a lot of great insight for this video. So we're going to talk about one of his banned experiences in specific. He had created 6 accounts to train cooking on, and 5 out of 6 of them were banned just a few days later. So naturally he went to the appeal forum. He didn't want to overwhelm them with reports, so he submitted a ban appeal for just 1 account. Then a couple hours later, he realized, hey, you know what? I don't want to wait 28 days for this first appeal to go through, to just have to do it again on all my other accounts and wait that extra month. So at this point, he submitted a ban appeal on the other 4 accounts, and it's the response that he got to those ban appeals that is really interesting and sheds light on just how unpersonable Jagex's ban appeal system is. So the first ban appeal response came 10 minutes before the rest of them, and then the other 4 came at the exact same minute to his inbox. Each of his appeals was declined with the generic message, but an interesting note is that they were signed by different JMods, even though the emails arrived at the exact same minute. And this just leads me to believe that this is a fully automated process that they tried to kind of cover up by changing the JMod name, instead of just being transparent and saying that it's an automated system. Of course, I don't work at Jagex, so I don't know if these are actually reviewed by people and then they just batch process out all the emails at once. Sometimes companies do that, but I can't find anything saying that they do have a real person processing ban appeals, so it'd just be nice to know from Jagex if there's actually somebody that looks into them. So what did Zortrox do after he went through the official support system and it seemed like nobody actually looked into his case? Well, like most players, he took to Twitter. But despite his shenanigans in World 2, he's not a well-known player. And so finally, he resorted to going to the official RuneScape Discord servers and messaging every JMod he could. He managed to get a reply from Mod Gambit, who didn't work support, but promised to look into his case. Zortrox said that it was taking a long time for Gambit to actually get around to looking into it, which was fair. He didn't work support, but Zortrox actually was friends with one of Mod Gambit's real-life friends, and so he even had that person ask Mod Gambit again to look into Zortrox's case. And when Mod Gambit actually did finally get around to looking into Zortrox's case and ultimately unbanning his accounts, it was the day before he left Jagex. Zortrox said that that left an eerie feeling for him. This is a great story to illustrate the exceptional circumstances one has to go to get a false ban reversed on RuneScape. It shouldn't be that way. So I asked Zortrox to summarize his experience with the support system. This is what he told me. He said that the support system is really easy to navigate, but it's soul-crushing when you actually get to the appeal form and realize there's no text box to state anything about your case. He said he realized from knowing about other people's experiences with false bans that his best hope was to grind tweeting at Twitter support, hoping that one JMod who cares would see it and actually take the time to look into his case. The one mod that would sporadically look into these cases was Mod Wealth, but he has since left Jagex, and upon hearing this news, Zortrox said that he feels players who are falsely banned are even more hopeless now. Zortrox had a lot of great suggestions about how they can improve their support system, but first, let's briefly cover the stories of Jim Schill and Samurai PR. So Jim is a RuneScape 3 player, and he plays a ton of accounts. To this day, he has had 44 false bans on his RuneScape accounts. He's been through the gambit of Twitter and Discord with no response from Jagex, other than one response to a video he posted asking if his method of play was against the rules, to which they said it was not. Now, you guys might remember Samurai PR from another video I did about him playing 42 accounts at once. He was kind enough to record some audio talking about his experience, so let's take a listen.
I was falsely banned in some of my mining accounts. The only thing I remembered that might have triggered the ban was an accidental report while trading my accounts. Other than that, I've been doing the same thing, mining Amethyst, for several months and never had any issues. So I would not really know what really caused it. I posted on my Discord and Twitter about the situation and asked for recommendations. I used their appeal form, which came back rejected, and apparently the process is automatic. I explained that issue in a reply to the initial Twitter post, then someone tagged a JMod to review the case. The JMod reacted to the post, and some hours later I tried to log into the accounts with success. No questions about the account details was requested, and no information related to the bans was received. They probably looked up my accounts linked with my main RSN and unbanned them. Since it was solved quickly, it was a good experience, but at the same time, it's worrisome that after playing all this time, I lost access to my accounts. I would be lying if I said this has had no effect. It is concerning when something that you put a lot of effort into for a long period gets taken away.
So Samurai won the Twitter lottery. And if you're not convinced yet that this is a problem, even Xmod Ronin, when he uploaded his now famous video of making RuneScape's tactical nuke, the alternate accounts that he had to make for that video got falsely banned while he was working on it, so he had to reach out to his old JMod friend, Mod Archie, to get them unbanned, because his appeals were denied. Now, don't get me wrong, I love this game and I think that the teams are doing a great job in a lot of areas, but support and security are really lacking. Apparently they have 36 people working on support. I don't know what they're doing. Maybe these people are all just working on billing issues, because if you have a problem giving Jagex your money, you can actually talk to a real person over email. But otherwise, it's just these automated responses or FAQ pages. It's not a limitation of finances either. In 2018, their end-of-year financial report showed that Jagex had made 44 million British pounds in profit. That works out to about 60 million USD. And Jagex's profits are way up for 2020, so they're making even more than that now. Now, with respect to how they can improve the support system, these are the suggestions that the multi-accounters gave me. Remember, this issue even affects people playing the game in the intended way, but multi-accounters are playing the game in this abstract way that's more likely to trigger the bot detection system, because the game was never meant to be played on a bunch of accounts at once. These people made for great interview material because they face this issue more often than other people do, so they've really thought about it. Heck, at one point Zortrox was trying to set up a contact point at Jagex that multi-accounters could reach out to have their false bans reviewed. No luck on that one, but these are the suggestions. Number 1, a real human team to look into ban appeals. Obviously something is wrong with the appeal system when consistently we see appeals being denied and then overturned when the player gets lucky and manages to reach a real JMod who will look into the case on Twitter, Reddit, Discord, whatever it may be. Number 2, you should be able to provide evidence on the appeal form, just so people can state what they were doing in game in these exceptional circumstances like multi-loggers playing 15 accounts at once. Number 3, make the experience personable. We see too often on Twitter support, the bot will just link somebody to the FAQ page when the FAQ page is completely irrelevant to the issue they're trying to get solved. Good support systems, yeah, they send you to the FAQ page and then there's a button at the bottom that says let me talk to a real person because this page doesn't help. That is missing. You know, one argument that I see come up time and time again is that if they make any changes to the support system, it's going to be abused by botters, and I just don't think this is an acceptable excuse when real players are getting falsely banned on RuneScape and they're losing access to the accounts that sometimes they've poured thousands of hours into. I wonder what your suggestions would be to improve the support system. There's a ton of them all over the RuneScape forums. Jagex has seen hundreds of ideas tossed out by players. I'm sure they could come up with a system that works really well if they would just invest the money into it. But that's all I've got. I did another video a couple years ago on Jagex's customer support. That video talks about some additional insight that wasn't covered in this video. Don't forget to check out NordVPN. They've got a really good deal on that's not going to